To kick off our ceremony and welcome you, the Tisch Singers will perform a tribute to New York City and the class of 2025.
In Hard-Time, Mississippi, surrounded by four walls that ain't so pretty. His parents give him love and affection to keep him strong, moving in the right direction, living just enough for the city. His father works some days for 14 hours, and you can bet
he barely makes $1.
His mother goes to scrub the floors for many, and you best believe she hardly gets a penny, living just enough for the city. Congratulations, class of 2025. We love y'all.
Before the ceremony begins, as we gather here in New York City, we would like to acknowledge that NYU is located on the ancestral land of the Lenape people. We ask you to join us in acknowledging those who have come before us. Graduates, families, and friends, welcome to the 192nd All-University Commencement Exercises. Please welcome members of the New York University faculty. Please welcome representatives of the Administrative Management Council, Student Government Assembly, and Senior Class Activities Board, and 1831 Fund, carrying the university colors and leading the 192nd Commencement Platform Party into the stadium. Fellow Violets, please give a hearty welcome to members of the New York University Alumni Association and to members of our 50th anniversary class who join us today to celebrate this year's graduates. Please welcome New York University's 2025 school banner bearers, deans, and class representatives, marching in founding order. College of Arts and Science. School of Law. Grossman School of Medicine. Tandon School of Engineering. College of Dentistry. Graduate School of Arts and Science. Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development. Leonard N. Stern School of Business. Rory Myers College of Nursing. School of Professional Studies. Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service. Silver School of Social Work. Tisch School of the Arts. Gallatin School of Individualized Study. Liberal Studies. NYU Abu Dhabi. NYU Shanghai. School of Global Public Health. Grossman, Long Island School of Medicine. Entering the stadium are university leadership and honorary degree recipients, led by our Chief Marshal and University Torchbearer. Esteemed guests, the Provost of New York University, Georgina Dopico.
Here now, in the presence of candidates for academic recognition, members of the faculty and administration, alumni, trustees, honored guests and friends, New York University's 192nd commencement is hereby convened.
And now, please rise for the national anthem, led by Yumeko Stern, who receives a Bachelor of Music today from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Distinguished guests, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Evan R. Chesler.
Good morning, class of 2025. As the chair of NYU's Board of Trustees, and as a proud two-time alumnus, it's my privilege to welcome you to Yankee Stadium. I'd like to extend a special welcome to the friends and family who have supported our students and cheered them on through their journeys at NYU. This year marks 50 years since I graduated from the law school. Went by fast. I want to welcome my fellow members of the class of 1975 who are returning for our 50th reunion, as well as NYU Alumni Association members and university guests. Thank you for joining us. We have with us today our extraordinary honorary degree recipients, inspiring leaders who have forged transformative paths in the arts, sports, and science. As I prepared for today's ceremony, I've been thinking about my own time as a student here so long ago. I grew up in the Bronx. And a college education was out of reach for my family until NYU gave me a scholarship, and it changed my life. After earning a bachelor's degree from the College of Arts and Science, I returned to the School of Law. As a law student, I had the good fortune to study a discipline I loved and which would lead me on a path of purpose and meaning. At NYU, I learned how to think critically, how to ask important questions, and how to be open to a greater understanding of people and the world. And now, class of 2025, it's your turn. It's your turn to embark on new adventures, to follow your callings, explore new paths. Your turn to reflect on your own moments of discovery and connection during your time at NYU, and to draw inspiration from them wherever you go. At NYU, we change lives. As you enjoy today's well-deserved celebration, remember you have completed rigorous courses of study at a leading global university. I speak for the entire NYU community when I say we are extremely proud of all of you. Today, you will join the ranks of nearly 700,000 alumni around the world. We cannot wait to see how far you will go. Congratulations, class of 2025.
We now present a video tribute to the class of 2025, featuring graduating students from each of our schools.
My name is Sam, and I'm graduating from the College of Dentistry.
I am graduating from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study.
My name is Carolina, and I'm graduating from Tisch School of the Arts.
I'm graduating from Tandon School of Engineering.
And I'm graduating from NYU Silver School of Social Work.
I am graduating from the College of Arts and Science.
I am graduating from the Wagner Graduate School of Public Service.
And I'm graduating from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
My name is Zainab, and I am graduating from the School of Professional Studies.
I'm Oneida. I'm graduating from the Roy Myers College of Nursing.
And I'm graduating from the NYU Grossman Long Island School of Medicine.
My name is Zoe, and I'm graduating from the NYU School of Global Public Health.
And I'm graduating from the School of Law.
And I'm graduating from the Graduate School of Arts and Science.
And I'm graduating from the Grossman School of Medicine.
And I'm graduating from Liberal Studies.
And I am graduating from the Stern School of Business.
I am graduating as part of the New York University Abu Dhabi class of 2025.
My name's Karina, and I'm graduating from NYU Shanghai.
It just feels yesterday when I joined NYU, that underconfident boy coming to his first class, and now I'm standing here about to graduate.
It's surreal and bittersweet.
Exciting and weird.
I feel like there's a lot of possibilities out there for me now.
Oh, there's so many great things about being an NYU student.
I get to be in New York City. I get discounts.
You have this very diverse, very eclectic metropolis. Washington Square Park, of course, beautiful.
But also you can leave the campus pretty easily if you want to as well.
Being in New York City, there's a lot of opportunities students are exposed to.
I've had internships that were just so incredible.
I really will miss the community. Really cool, really kind, driven, vibrant people.
Everybody cares about you individually. They know your story. They show you how much they want you to succeed.
I would say the NYU community is very original, unafraid to be its unique and out there self.
I'm so proud to be a part of this community because everybody helps each other grow and everybody pushes each other to be a better person.
Everyone here has a drive to do something different and creative and to incorporate all of their different interests.
The NYU community is very warm, and when I'm immersed in that community, I feel like I'm at home.
Any community you build at NYU is just one that you find and build yourself, and that makes it special in its own way, I think.
And you just have such a plethora of resources here, both like friends-wise and faculty-wise, that I think there's like no way to not feel like guided.
Now I have a village behind me.
There is a power in community. I've seen that in my grad school classes. So that network, that alumni network, that is something that I can lean on.
And I'm just proud to say I'm a part of that.
I believe I have grown in so many ways, met so many people.
I developed confidence at NYU.
I have grown tremendously, personally, socially, academically.
Throughout my time here, I learned what it is that I really enjoy doing. I found a different passion.
NYU has built up my curiosity and my love for learning.
All of my classes were engaging because they connected me to real-world experiences.
The NYU professors are amazing.
Really invested experts.
My professors were role models for the kind of doctor I want to be.
They were always helping me like navigate NYU as a commuter student.
I've had coffee chats with them. I've worked on research with them.
And you're not only learning the content in school, but also experiences from real people.
I feel like I'm prepared, I'm confident, I'm able to leave here and feel like I can handle anything.
I love the busyness of New York. It always feels like there's this energy through the streets and the coffee.
So the best pizza in New York is truly subjective. Everybody's got a different spot.
Bleecker Street Pizzeria.
Linda Street Pizza.
Joe's Pizza.
I also love artichoke pizza.
I don't really like pizza.
There's a constant challenge, constant newness. There is so much going on here.
My favorite memories will be having lunch with my friends at Lipton Dining Hall.
And different clubs, whether that be dance clubs, the RA community.
Events such as our talent shows, our All You games.
Nights out with friends, looking at the cherry blossoms in Central Park.
Just hanging out at the library. I know it's a nerdy thing to say, but I really enjoy that space.
My favorite memory was studying abroad. I went to Ghana, and it was the best 3 months of my life.
I spent my freshman year in Florence, Italy.
I was able to study abroad in London.
I did my junior fall at NYU Paris. I went to NYU Madrid. The culture was amazing and just exploring Europe. I even got to go to Morocco.
The ability to learn a new language, try new food, travel, I think those memories were the best.
I will miss a lot of things about NYU. I'll miss the people. I'll miss the relationship, the professors, my classmates.
And the security guards too. Charlie at Lafayette, you're amazing.
We have made it this far. We can't stop now.
Some of us are going to grad school, some of us are going right into a job. And I think it's important that we take this love of learning into our careers.
I hope we remain curious and adventurous and excited for our futures because who knows where it's going to take us.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations, class of 2025.
We did it.
Félicitations.
Поздравления всем.
祝贺大家毕业快乐。
Akoriri no.
In Daewo, I'm so proud of you all.
Please welcome Desiree Joy Harmon, who receives a Bachelor of Science today from NYU Shanghai, and who will now address her fellow graduates.
After everything it took to get here, we made it! We made it. And to everyone who made it possible for us to be here today, thank you. August 2022, I, exhausted, dehydrated, arrived to start my journey at NYU Shanghai. Even though I'd studied the language and lived in the city as a child, yet I hardly understood when the locals spoke to me. And so for the first time, I experienced this funny habit that every language learner knows. When you don't understand what's being said to you, you just panic slightly, smile, nod, and say, 好的, okay. You hope you're agreeing to the right thing, and you figure it out. I've nodded my way through apartment tours, into getting iced coffees instead of hot ones, into food orders that I didn't ask for, and once, when I just wanted a bag of walnuts, I nodded my way into the shop owner, pouring the nuts into a food processor, adding sugar, grinding them up, and handing me a 1 kilogram bag of a sweet nut paste. I smiled, paid, and added that to my figured it out list. But somewhere between all the nodding, smiling, and figuring it out later, I actually did figure it out. Class of 2025 in Shanghai, Florence, New York, Abu Dhabi, Accra, and beyond, I want to share 3 ways that being NYU students taught us that we can move into the unknown and figure it out. Firstly, we find proof in each other. When I told people that I was moving across the world for college, many asked me things like, do you even speak the language? Fair. Aren't you scared to go so far from home? What about being Black abroad? But I wasn't afraid, because I had seen my parents in their 20s move to Shanghai for 3 years with 3 kids, hardly having left the Midwest, no Chinese language skills, just a belief that they could figure it out. And that sense of possibility transferred to me. I then discovered the same spirit at NYU through my best friend, Santiago, who failed elementary Mandarin and then biked across the entire country the next summer speaking only Mandarin. Through Manal, who came to NYU to study public policy and left an independent filmmaker. Again and again, watching our peers try bold things and then figuring it out, showing us what's possible and making facing the unknown a little bit less scary. Second, we are bridge builders. Take a second. Reflect on conversations you've had in the classroom, late nights in the dorms, debates and discussions in which everyone brings in their own unique lived experiences. What have they taught you? What have you taught them? In our time here, these conversations about our homes, our interests, our values have uncovered how we carry different pieces of the world with us and how those pieces connect. How maybe one of us cares about education access and the other cares about or had a different kind of education. And by empowering each other, we can shape lives anywhere. Being here at NYU means you're becoming equipped to build bridges between friends, communities, ideas, conflicts, countries. And bridge building is another kind of figuring it out because it teaches us that simply showing up, engaged, present, and yourself is meaningful and can connect worlds that might never otherwise meet. To me, that's a powerful reason to believe in yourself. Finally, we are resilient. How many times have we been told these past few years that we are resilient? I don't need to say it again, but it's true. So as we move into a world of uncertainty, we don't have to feel ready. Let's just go forth, holding what we created together here. People to lift and inspire us, tools to build and mend bridges, and resilience to persevere. And when moments come that scare you, remember that you can just take a deep breath and say, 好的, 好的. Okay, and figure it out along the way. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Those who are about to receive honorary degrees will now be presented. Interim General Counsel and University Secretary Matthew Varghese will call upon distinguished members of the university faculty to present the honorary degree candidates. Provost Georgina Dopico will assist with the investitures.
President Mills, I would like to introduce David Hollander, Assistant Dean of Real World, Clinical Professor of Sports Management, Tisch Institute for Global Sport, School of Professional Studies, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Humane Letters. Will Trustee Alan Gallo please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Kia Clark. As the Chief Executive Officer of the New York Liberty, you have shaped the team's trajectory on and off the court, illustrating the power of sports to generate pride and strengthen communities while demonstrating your strategic vision and exceptional leadership, honed in part at New York University, your alma mater. Since the start of your tenure with the team in 2011, you have overseen multi-year television deals, a seamless move to Barclays Center in the heart of Brooklyn, and over the last several years, a reported 600% surge in sponsorships and 400% growth in ticket sales. But your impact extends beyond a single team. Indeed, you and your players have promoted the expansion of the WNBA's fan base and visibility, not to mention love for the game. You have brilliantly elevated the Liberty to a premier global brand, taken women's basketball to new heights, and ensured New York City continues to be recognized around the world as the city of champions.
Kia Clark, you are a beacon and an esteemed torchbearer. Already an inaugural member of the NYU School of Professional Studies, Alumni Hall of Fame, and a recipient of NYU's Distinguished Alumni Award, you continue to inspire multitudes. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am delighted to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
I would like to introduce Juan J. De Pablo, Executive Vice President for Global Science and Technology at New York University, and Executive Dean of the NYU Tandon School of Engineering, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Science. Will Trustee Mark Leslie please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Walter Massey, sublime, expansive, dynamic, and luminous. Those are words that may be used to describe the properties of matter, which you have studied as a physicist. Fittingly, they also describe your extraordinary career. Over more than half a century, you have risen to many of the most prestigious positions in academia and in science. As president of Morehouse College and the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, director of Argonne National Laboratory, and director of the National Science Foundation, and as chairman of Bank of America, Among others, you have demonstrated an awe-inspiring range in your interests and capabilities. Your influence stretches from science to art, academia to government, private sector to public sector, and you move seamlessly through these myriad worlds, focused on work that improves the quality of life. In your current role as chairman of the giant Magellan Telescope organization, you have set your sights on outer space, aiming to extend humanity's horizons just as you have extended the possibilities of leadership and public service.
Walter E. Massey. Few people have made such an indelible imprint on so many facets of society. Your impact is measured not only in your own achievements, but also in all that you have unlocked for future generations. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am honored to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
I would like to introduce John Tintori, Associate Arts Professor and Head of Thesis Production, Department of Graduate Film, Tisch School of the Arts, and Executive Director of the NYU Production Lab, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Fine Arts. Will Trustee Christina Dennis please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Molly Shannon, award-winning actress, writer, and distinguished NYU Tisch School of the Arts alumna, you are renowned for your impact on comedy and culture. A legendary cast member of Saturday Night Live, right? Across 6 glorious seasons, you left your mark embodying some of the show's most iconic characters. Excelling across television, film, theater, voice acting, the written word, even pop music videos, you never fail to captivate audiences, no matter the medium. You keep us laughing while unlocking deep thematic truths. The humor in vulnerability, absurdity, and the search for meaning. Along with an astonishing, clever, comedic sense, your innate talent and early experience with loss coalesced into a signature blend of levity and emotional profundity. In the foibles and faults that make us all human, you find compassion. As an esteemed ensemble member, you exemplify collaboration, creativity, cultural impact, and resilience.
Molly Shannon, you are a fearless, spellbinding performer, amassing multiple Primetime Emmy nominations, a SAG Award, an Independent Spirit Award, and critical acclaim the world over. You have lifted our spirits across inimitable performances. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am thrilled to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa. I am pleased to introduce Molly Shannon, who will respond on behalf of the honorary degree recipients.
Go. President Mills, Provost Dopico, Board Chair Chesler, and the Board of Trustees, my fellow honorary degree recipients, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, proud parents, family, friends, and Yankee fans who mistakenly came here to see a game and do not know what the hell is going on. Please join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2025. I am a fellow graduate, NYU graduate, so I can tell you from experience that you will remember this day for the rest of your lives. And not just because today you'll face one of the greatest challenges of your life, trying to go to the bathroom in this enormous robe, but also because today you get to do the impossible. You get to see the future. Just look around. You are all that future. Now, history shows us that sitting among you right now are some of tomorrow's greatest inventors, groundbreaking scientists, billionaire business leaders, world-famous artists, engineers, lawyers, doctors, designers, musicians, writers, actors, leaders in every possible field. Which leads to the obvious question, how in the hell did I get in here? Was Martin Scorsese booked? All I did was get famous for sniffing my armpits on Saturday Night Live. Either way, having sat here where you are right now, I know how excited you are, and I also know how scared. Everything you've known up until today is about to change. Yesterday, if you took time off and watched TikTok on your couch for a few hours, you were still this promising NYU student. But tomorrow, if you do that same exact thing, you're officially wasting your life. So, how can I help prepare you? What advice can I give you that I wish someone gave me? The first thing you need to know is, whatever road you choose to follow, you will hit bumps. It's unavoidable. These bumps are part of everyone's journey. And these bumps will make you doubt yourself or want to give up or make you feel stuck or like a failure or make you regret choosing to go down that road in the first place. The key is how you react. Possible reactions include ignoring it, crying, screaming, overeating, throwing up, misdirecting your anger at a loved one, posting something you immediately regret posting, seeing a therapist, seeing a bartender, or you might accept an offer to give a commencement speech to NYU graduates imparting sage wisdom, even though we all know that that genius Walter Massey, sitting right over there, is a lot smarter than I am and even helped people win the Nobel Prize. Right? But you get me. So, my advice is, whatever you do after you hit a bump, remember to keep moving. Whether it's forward on the same road, or you choose a new road, you need to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move ahead. Because that is the only way amazing things can happen. For example, true story. There was once a young artist who had an idea for a cartoon. So he had a meeting with a big movie executive who listened and told him, forget it. Kids are scared of mice, and moms hate mice too. It's never going to work. That young animator was Walt Disney. And there was a young girl who trained her entire life to be an Olympic figure skater, but then failed to make the U.S. team. She had a nervous breakdown. So she went to Paris to recover and discovered the world of fashion. Her name is Vera Wang. A young reporter in Baltimore was fired after getting her first shot at being a local news anchor. Her name's Oprah Winfrey. Stephen King's first book was rejected 30 times. Dr. Seuss rejected 27 times. And right before the guy who invented Uber became one of the biggest success stories in history, he filed for bankruptcy and had to move back in with his parents. Now, my own story is full of bumps, too. At 4 years old, I was in a car crash and I lost my mother and one of my sisters. So my dad raised 2 little girls all by himself while trying to learn to walk again. He moved forward and made me feel so loved that I was able to move forward too, all the way to NYU. After my own graduation, I wanted to be an actress, but no one would hire me. Rejected over and over. But I still had to pay the rent. So I did anything I could to stay on the road I had chosen. I sold health club memberships at Park Avenue Squash and Fitness. Park Avenue Squash and Fitness, this is Molly. Can I help you? I was a receptionist for a video dating service where I was also responsible for telling people the exact reasons why they were being rejected, which people love to hear. I sold office supplies, which was such a terrible job that I quit by asking if I could go to the bathroom, and I just ran away outside. I took phone orders for a bagel delivery company. I worked as a booker for a modeling agency. I was a Nordstrom's fragrance model. I was a food demo girl for Huxtable's liver pate. I was a temp for the Orion Television Department. I was a temp for the Lake and Giroux Literary Agency and a temp at Warner Brothers and the William Morris Agency and the Creative Artist Agency, where I got fired for not rolling calls fast enough. And then I finally got my big break as a waitress. I may have served you and your family food at the following establishments: the Old Spaghetti Factory, the Lion's Head Restaurant, Ed DeBevick's, the Melrose Baking Company, the Horn and Hardhat Dinomat, the 4 and 20 Coffee Shop, and the last place I ever waitressed was at a restaurant called Cravings, which was famous for their grilled lemon chicken salad. I hate that salad, because I worked at that restaurant for so long that when I walked down the street, former customers would recognize me and point at me and scream, "Grilled lemon chicken salad!" And that was not how I wanted to be known. To make matters worse, I was still auditioning, but I could not get arrested. No one would hire me. Something had to change. I hadn't just hit a bump. I hit huge potholes and dead-end signs, detour, wrong way, go back. Which leads me to my second piece of advice: embrace who you are. At this point in my story, like many of you, I put a lot of famous people on a pedestal. They had the careers I could only dream of. But eventually, I was forced to let them go. I realized that I had been waiting forever for some casting person to realize that I could be just like them. But the fact is, I was not them. I never would be. But I was me. And I thought, what if I just cast myself? What if I create my own show? So my friend Rob Muir and I got to work, and we made a show with our own unique characters that no one else could play. And we hustled to get people to see it. This is way back before email, so I kept a big box of names and numbers of everyone I ever met, people from all those crazy jobs, people I served as a waitress in all those restaurants, dialing, endless numbers, nonstop, making 500 calls a day to fill the seats. I invited my dentist, my garbage man, homeless people. No joke, I would see them picking up cans, and they seemed so nice that I asked them to come, and I paid for their tickets so I could pack the house. I figured someday the money would come back to me, and they loved it. Eventually, after doing this every day for what seemed like forever, word got out, people liked my show. And all this made me realize in life, you can be your own secret weapon. You can take charge and stop waiting for someone else's approval to do the thing you love. Approve yourself. Empower yourself. I discovered there's a magical difference between saying, I want to be an actress, and saying, I am an actress. Try that little I am trick with your own dream. Right, Walter Massey? Right, Walter? He knows what I'm talking about. Anyhow, back to my story. So my stage show started to do so well that one day my manager told me Saturday Night Live called. That might seem like the end of my story, but it is not. Saturday Night Live did not want to come to my show. They just wanted to see a 5-minute tape. So I used up all my waitressing money to make one, and I sent it in. And eventually I heard back. Saturday Night Live passed. Not interested, rejected. I was devastated. I cried and cried. This bump felt like a dream killer, which leads me to the next piece of advice I wish someone had told me. Sometimes there's a reason you're not getting what you want. Sometimes failure is exactly what you need to grow, although it certainly didn't feel like it that day. But I dusted myself off and decided the only thing I could do was make my show better. So if they ever came back, I'd be ready. So I went deeper. I took notes on what worked, what got laughs, what didn't, adjusting, revising, writing, honing, making every detail sharper, better. And while I did this, I was still auditioning on the side, but getting rejected there too. Yes, I finally embraced who I was, but so far no one else would. Things got so bad, I stopped doing my show, I stopped hustling, I let it all go. Maybe I didn't have what it takes. And of course, that's when the call came. Once again, Saturday Night Live was looking for women, and they asked me for a tape, again. 5 years after I sent my first tape. But this time I was wiser and stronger. This time I was going to do things my way. I said, no, I'm not going to submit another tape. If they wanted to consider me, they would have to come see me perform live. And to my shock, they agreed. So I called up Rob and convinced him to do our show one last minute. We hadn't done it in so long. But all the endless work I had put into it for so many years prepared me for this moment. I was ready. And so they came to the show, and it turned out to be one of the best shows we ever did. And afterwards, Marcy Klein, the head of talent for SNL, told me, Molly, we want you to come to New York to audition for Saturday Night Live. And they flew me to New York. And eventually I was told Lorne Michaels, the creator of Saturday Night Live, wanted to meet me. So I walked into his office, and he took one look at me and pointed right at me and said, grilled lemon chicken salad. No, just kidding. No. He told me that I got the job, which leads me to my next piece of advice. Treasure your community. Yes, I worked hard, but I could not have gotten there without friends. Your friends and colleagues will be the ones who make all the difference. Someone sitting here right now in this community will probably be the one who tells someone that they should hire you or partner up with you or give you a boost at some pivotal moment that you'll never forget. Someone right here will push open that door to success, and I'll prove it. When I was at NYU, I took acting classes and became friends with my classmates. we all auditioned for the same campus shows. One was called The Follies, and I got cast in it. And another student in that show thought I was funny. And after I graduated and was doing all that struggling, I ran into him. And he told me that he got cast on Saturday Night Live. And he said, hey, kid, hang in there. You're going to be next. I'm going to help you get on the show. I promise. And he did. His name is Adam Sandler. Yep. So treasure your friends. My last piece of advice is this. We all have dreams. We all have some idea of a better place we wish we could be. And we think, one day, if I struggle enough and finally get there, then I'll be happy. And you will be. The end. No, just kidding. The thing I've discovered is that most people I know who did get to that special place almost immediately start focusing on the next place they want to be, the next goal, and they start struggling all over again. So I'd like to suggest that struggle itself can be meaningful. So few people have the privilege to pursue a dream. Most are just trying to pay the rent. So if you're able to simply try to make a dream real, not only are you lucky, you're already a success. Not that you shouldn't give it everything you got. I'm just suggesting that you allow yourself some happiness along the way, not just when you reach your goal. Enjoy the experience of creating yourself. Speaking of that, let's enjoy the fact that we are in Yankee Stadium, home of so many champions. Baseball sums up everything I said. We all want to hit a home run, but life's full of singles, doubles, foul balls, strikeouts, and we all occasionally drop the ball. But not today. Nope. Today, your dream comes true. Today, you graduate. Each of you hit a Grand Slam home run in Yankee Stadium, baby. Today, you, my friends, are all
Give it up for Molly Shannon. Class of 2025, faculty, administrators, staff, trustees, family, and friends. It is my deep honor and pleasure to be with you today as we celebrate this momentous chapter. In the few minutes we have together, I'd like to talk about happiness. Though it is one of the most significant elements of our lives, it is all too often neglected in favor of ambition and achievement. As we are all scholars, let us start with what the research tells us. The longest running study on happiness began in 1938, just a year before the Second World War. For 87 years and counting, this study has followed hundreds of people from childhood to old age. The study's participants worked in every profession under the sun, as electricians, engineers, and even a U.S. president. Its main aim has been to answer the question, what makes us happiest? The project's researchers have found that joy and well-being don't come most from money, and not from fame, not even from achievement. More than anything, the best predictor is having close relationships. And so I'd like to turn to our graduates. In the world that you will soon be entering, you will find that relationships may become more challenging to maintain. Friendships can slip, and investing in them will become a skill that requires effort and dedication. But as they become trickier with age, these connections also become more important. Over 20% of American adults report feeling lonely, struck with anxiety, depression, or lack of purpose. Persistent loneliness is very serious business. It can have the health effects of smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And there are powerful influences and influencers who have incentive to keep you isolated and apart. They call your attention not to attend to others, but instead to stick to your screens or the latest bit of gossip or the impulse to divide. In the ordinary chaos of modern life, it is shockingly easy to lose focus on what makes us truly happy. Your great task today and from here on out is to transcend distraction, to instead connect with others amid a world that has its own ideas about how you should live. Without relationships, we cut ourselves off from crucial support. Contrary to what we are often told, there are no lone geniuses. Greatness lies in how we unite with others. Take Vincent van Gogh. He could not have painted without the financial and emotional backing of his brother. Or Steve Jobs, who made Apple a reality only with the help of his co-founders. Or Einstein, who developed his theory of relativity through long conversations with a fellow scientist. I have learned most, said Einstein, from discussions with my friends. Even Bert Vey, the art dealer who this year was a focus of NYU's Gray Art Museum, understood the immense power of relationships. She was the first to sell a Picasso in Paris, the first to offer Diego Rivera a solo show, and the only dealer to give Modigliani an exhibition in his lifetime. Vey's talent lay in the trust she had in others. She took risks on her friends, and when she became a victim of Nazism, she relied on those friends to save her. The true test of character, ultimately of our legacy, is how we connect with others. How fortunate to be a part of this NYU community. Look around at this sea of violet. Consider all you hold in common with one another. While relationships are foundational for happiness, studies from across the world also show that as college graduates, you are now on the path to greater health, prosperity, empathy, and indeed, happiness. You've learned to think critically and analytically, skills linked to improved cognitive flexibility and longevity. Those of you who studied away or came to NYU from another country, You have built invaluable cross-cultural skills. Here at NYU, you realized your interests and passions are shared. Here at NYU, you discovered your found family, those who support you and who you lift up in return. Your graduation today marks not the end of these relationships. Instead, it's your first true test of them. I wish you all the very best and most joyous of lives. Stay in touch. Join our alumni club. Be an ambassador for NYU. Congratulations to the NYU class of 2025.
Congratulations, graduates. Today is your day. I'm Elio Martinez, NYU Law Class of 1985, and NYU Alumni Trustee and President of your NYU Alumni Association. Today, you joined over 675,000 NYU alumni around the world. We are ready to support your next chapter and look forward to connecting with you through alumni events and volunteer opportunities across the globe. Here are just a few alumni who wanted to wish you congratulations on your special day.
Congratulations, graduates! You did it! And now the real adventure begins. So go out into the world and be yourself. Please don't try to be anybody else but you.
Congratulations, graduates. You have not been chopped. You have made it. And the brilliant education that you've experienced at New York University is now yours to go forth and share with the world, along with those terrific manners you learned from New York City.
Congratulations to the graduating class of NYU. Today is your big day, and it's the next step into such a bright future. Don't forget us back at NYU. We love you, we send you love, and I hope that you take all of the wisdom, the strength, the talent, and the joy that you had here and inspire us in the real world.
NYU grads,
congratulations!
Do great things with your education.
Change the world. We'll see you on Mars.
It is my honor to be able to share this anointing with the eminent graduates of New York University. Ubuntu. Ubuntu means I am because you are. Congratulations. Thank you for allowing me to share this blessing.
Congratulations, graduates. You are on your way. Go forth and keep learning. If there's any advice I have for you, it's just to keep it all open and keep learning. You're amazing. Congratulations. I'm so thrilled for you all.
Congratulations, fellow NYU graduates. Don't ever stop living a life propelled by ideas and learning.
I've spent a good part of my life trying to help people get places, but I have done nothing compared to what NYU has done to prepare you to go wherever you want in the world. You are ready to make an impact. Good luck and congratulations.
Congratulations, all of you students and your parents sitting here today. I've been both at NYU. As a student, I couldn't have been more proud then and today that I earned my degree from this amazing university. And as a parent, I remember sitting at graduation, just like all of you today, watching my child graduate and thinking the same thing. Thank God I don't have to pay for college anymore. And to you students, the door is open for all of you. The future is yours. We're waiting for you.
The deans of each school will now present their class representatives. Candidates should stand when their dean's name is called. The official conferral of all degrees and certificates will take place after all the deans have presented. As a sign of respect for your fellow graduates, we ask all candidates and their guests to remain in their seats until all the schools have been recognized. Wendy Suzuki, Dean of the College of Arts and Science.
Madam President, I have the amazing honor of presenting the superstar candidates from the mighty College of Arts and Science who will receive their degrees here today. It's my honor to present Alana Baillo Perez, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for bachelor's degree.
Troy A. McKenzie, Dean of the School of Law.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Law who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Jacob Moskowitz Lepler, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Joan F. Cangiarella, Senior Associate for Dean for Education, Faculty, and Academic Affairs at the Grossman School of Medicine.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Grossman School of Medicine who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Aliyah Zeed, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Juan J. DePablo, Executive Dean of the Tandon School of Engineering.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Tandon School of Engineering who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Shreya Mandrekar, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Meghna Manoj Nair, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
John D. McIntosh, Associate Dean for Clinical Administration and Clinical Revenue Management at the College of Dentistry.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the College of Dentistry who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Emma Charette, who will receive a diploma on behalf of the candidates for the associate and bachelor's degree, and Daniel Shaw, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Lynn Kiorpis, Dean of the Graduate School of Arts and Science.
Madam President, I have the great honor of presenting the candidates from the Graduate School of Arts and Science who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Carmen Kaur Obuaja, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Jack H. Knott, Dean of the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the outstanding and creative candidates from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Stefania Ruiz, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Yulani Rogers, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
J.P. Eggers, Interim Dean of the Leonard N. Stern School of Business.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Leonard N. Stern School of Business who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Ashley Ruth, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Bakary Kamata, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Angela F. Amar, Dean of the Rory Myers College of Nursing.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the marvelous Rory Myers College of Nursing who will receive their degrees today. I would like to present Lacey Janus, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the bachelor's degree candidates, and Karen McLaughlin, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Angie Kamek, Dean of the School of Professional Studies.
Go SPS! Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Professional Studies who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Hannah Choi, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the associate's and bachelor's degrees, and Portia Tanhutko Sichung, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degrees. Thank you.
Sherry Gleed, Dean of the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Kevin Sullivan, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Michael Lindsay, Dean of the Silver School of Social Work.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Silver School of Social Work who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Ray Chen, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Nari Yu, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Allison Green, Dean of the Tisch School of the Arts.
Madam President, I have the great joy of presenting the candidates from the Tisch School of the Arts who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Jaden Marcel Singh, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates of the bachelor's degree, and Astro Sungla Lee, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree. Look out, Molly, here they come.
Victoria Rosner, Dean of the Gallatin School of Individualized Study.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Kat Liu, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Mia Shecker, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree.
Julie Mostow, Dean of Liberal Studies.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the fantastic candidates from Global Liberal Studies who receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Luis Saul Juarez Rodriguez Jr., who received his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Fabio Piano, Interim Vice Chancellor of NYU Abu Dhabi.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from NYU Abu Dhabi who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Arina Yermichova, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Devjoy Dev, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Tong Shirjun, Chancellor of NYU Shanghai.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from NYU Shanghai who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Cecilia Zheng Jiale, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Melody Goodman, Interim Dean of the School of Global Public Health.
Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Global Public Health who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Toluwalasi L.A. Akinluye, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Gladys M. Ayala, Dean of the Grossman Long Island School of Medicine.
Last but not least, Madam President, I have the honor of presenting the amazing candidates from the Grossman Long Island School of Medicine who will receive their degree here today. I would like to present Lily M. Drohan, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the doctoral degree.
And now, Provost Georgina Dopico.
We now proceed to the formal conferral of degrees. In keeping with university tradition, we highlight this important moment by passing the university torch, a symbol of learning, from a senior member of our academic community to the most junior. Holding the university torch is John Sexton, President Emeritus of New York University and Dean Emeritus, and Benjamin F. Butler, Professor of Law of the NYU School of Law. When President Mills confers your degrees, President Emeritus Sexton will pass the torch to the youngest baccalaureate member of the graduating class, Leo Vu, 18 years old, graduating from the College of Arts and Science. Will all the candidates please now rise?
Members of the class of 2025, through your successful efforts as certified by the recommendations of your deans, you deserve to receive this hallmark of New York University. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees, I admit you to the degrees and certificates for which you have been recommended. You are NYU graduates! graduates, you have now joined the ranks of NYU alumni who, for nearly 2 centuries, have shared their knowledge and used their talents to move the world forward. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Graduates, families, and friends, this concludes these commencement exercises. The platform party will now recess. Congratulations again, and thank you for joining us.